We're coming into a big week for MLB The Show 24. It's the kickoff of Chapter 3, the final month until Season 2 drops in June. And that means brand new Team Affinity, and it also means a lot of 99 overall cards. So, leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments section what cards are you guys looking forward to most. And if you guys enjoy the content, as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. But first, a quick word from Underdog Fantasy. Baseball is officially back, and that means Underdog is in full swing. And they've really stepped up their game this year with more player prompts than ever. It's as simple as it could be. You just pick a higher or lower on a player's prop, such as Ronald Acuna Jr.'s fantasy points, or you could get a bit freaky with the peppers. These are enhanced multipliers. You see Fernando Tatis hitting a home run would net you a 2.75 multiplier, dramatically increasing your payout. This year for baseball, Underdog is launching rescues. If a player in the starting lineup gets taken out of the game before his third plate appearance, you can be eligible for a rescue, which in today's MLB, where seemingly everybody gets hurt, is very helpful. You guys can use my promo code GOMES and you'll get a $100 deposit match. I've been loving playing Underdog while watching the game so far this season, and you guys make sure to check them out. Thank you to Underdog for sponsoring the channel. First things first, you see here we've got another new legend coming into the game. Let's just hope this one's a bit better than an 85 overall. And I think it will be. I really don't know exactly what to think of who we might get. In recent years, they've definitely put a preference on more recent players, guys that retired not too long ago. Think 90s, 2000s, those kind of legends. But at the same time, don't expect A-Rod. If we get him, it's great, but let's not set ourselves up for disappointment. Either way, I think it's very likely that we're going to see that new legend in Chapter 3 of Team Affinity, which, as you see there, is all 99s. And we've gotten a lot of reveals thus far. For the American League East, we've got Wade Boggs, Brad Miller, Brian Roberts, who he's going to be extremely good on that Carlos Santana switch hitter theme team. DJ LeMahieu, Tom Henke. Look forward to that Brad Miller. He's always a cold-blooded killer in this game. And then you've got the National League East, Andre Dawson, the Expos/Nationals, Gary Carter with the Mets card, Tom Glavine, he should be really good, Sandy Alcantara, and Mike Schmidt. And the last division we know up till now is the American League West, where we've got Ian Kinsler, Edgar Martinez, Blake Trinan, gonna call it now, gonna be one of the best relief pitchers in Diamond Dynasty, Jeff Bagwell, and Jim Edmonds. Now, I gotta be honest here. They're 99s, and we'll talk about that in a second. But why is it every year that it's the same names in Team Affinity? I know that we don't have that many legends. If you think of the show compared to NBA 2K or Madden, they destroy MLB The Show when it comes to how many names, how many faces they've gotten from the past. But my God, it's like the Blue Jays, Tom Henke again. You've got Gary Carter again, Andre Dawson again. It's like there's a select few players that are exclusive to Team Affinity every single year. That's kind of boring. Let's shake it up a little bit. I mean, there's more guys that have played for these teams. I promise you, there's been more good players than just Mike Schmidt for the Philadelphia Phillies. Either way, those are coming in a new Team Affinity. Remember, you do not have to have Chapter 2 or Chapter 1 complete in order to get progress started from the ground up. Once Friday's content drop hits and Chapter 3 is revealed, you're already going to be on a new program path and earning to unlock those 99 overall cards. Once again, once a new chapter hits, that means all the online modes are getting a big refresh. Ranked seasons, Battle Royale, and a new event, all gonna have brand new rewards, which you can probably gather are gonna be 99 overalls. There's gonna be a brand new Conquest map, this one for Mother's Day. And this is something we've seen in the past typically whenever Mother's Day and Father's Day rolls around, they put out a new themed Conquest map, which normally there's not new rewards, but hey, you know what could be kind of cool? I don't know if I want him to be the new legend of the game, but how about a Dallas Braden? I mean, he threw a perfect game on Mother's Day. That's the kind of stuff I would love to see in the game. I mean, Dallas Braden, he's not like a legend of all legends by any means, but he's someone that people liked. He's still around baseball. He's one of the commentators for the Oakland A's. I don't know. I don't think you need a DiMaggio. You don't need an Aaron for every new legend. I think if you just gather up a bunch of Dallas Bradens and that sort, it would make the game a hell of a lot fresher. But for Conquest, you can definitely expect there's going to be a handful of free packs that you're going to be able to earn throughout playing the Conquest. It's not on the schedule, but as always, you know, every Friday there's going to be a brand new season's awards, and this will be drop number 7 that we're heading into. We got 96 overall Anthony Rizzo last time, which again, this was done better. If we're on the right trajectory here, hopefully we get another one of these choice packs in this week's program. And once again, this Rizzo, I really like. He's been really good for me thus far, but he's a 96, and that's right on par with what the pack cards were. So if we keep that up, I think we're heading in the right direction. Nonetheless, that's drop 7. So again, remember, next week, we're going to have the next Lightning card, which you can sure bet will be a 99 overall. And throughout playing all that stuff this weekend, remember that double XP is going to hit. I imagine it's going to be formulated the exact same way. You earn double EXP from Friday when the content drops until early on Monday, and the XP cap is quadrupled, meaning you can earn about 60,000 XP from just gameplay alone, not to mention completing programs and anything else. So that's going to be great for the XP reward path. I get it. I know there's probably a handful of you guys that are considerably further along the path than me thus far. We're at about 670,000 XP. Eventually we'll get there. We'll try to capitalize. I didn't have a chance to play last double XP weekend, but remember, if you want a chance to get these cards, which I do think, like this Jimmy Rollins and the Larry Walker, those kind of cards, I expect these to be better than the 99s from Team Affinity. I think they're kind of on a higher scale, an upper echelon, so I think it's definitely worth your while. And again, just make sure to capitalize. Double XP is coming this weekend. And that leads me to a couple other points here. So we're getting 99s for Team Affinity, for Battle Royale, for ranked seasons. Presumably, nearly every place in the game is going to be stuffed full of 99s, including packs, of course. And as you see right there, we've got basically about a month left of Season 1. Season 2, remember, that's going to be the refresh. It's going to act a bit different than last year. Now, for all intents and purposes, you might as well assume these cards are basically going away. They aren't actually. There are still certain things you can use these cards for, but for the most part, for online gameplay, for most Conquest maps, for lots of mini seasons, you won't be using these cards anymore. And we're going to be starting back over from the beginning of the game, where we had, you know, like 85s, typical early game MLB The Show. And I'm curious what you guys think about that, with how the game's been going. Obviously, this is year 2 of the sets and seasons and them implementing this style, and it's tough. I think it can work, but I don't know if they want it to work. Seemingly, they'd rather sell packs than have a fun, integrative game style with these sets and seasons. It's always going to be tough because people that play multiple games or people that don't play the show that much, it's always going to seem like you're just crawling to the finish line. And once you get there, boom, their new chapter comes out. And you don't really want to start all over again. So that's where it gets difficult, and I don't know if they're ever going to really be able to get past that for those players. I don't know what you could offer. I think this year's structured better with the fact that people aren't going to have far superior teams than you will, everybody's going to start from the same place, but again, you're going to have to essentially re-earn stuff, which I'm sure is going to turn a lot of people off. And to be honest, I don't know how much. I don't know if I'm that interested in that right now either. So we'll see. I do think this will be a pretty big week for the show. And I always say, it's like New Year's resolution. Why wait till January 1st to lose weight? You shouldn't, but sometimes it makes sense. And maybe they're waiting for another chapter and they're going to start figuring shit and turning the ship around. One can hope. I'm crossing my fingers and I hope to die, but we'll see. A lot of stuff coming this week. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. Leave a like if you guys enjoy, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.